Alright, jumping into the final round already of the tournament for X Potion Ether, going against the Guado Glories. So it's gone so far. It's a literally a 2-match tournament. So you know, just running through it and trying to get experience and getting those goals. Alright, so it looks like we do start with the ball. Familiar situation, as always. Like I said that every time. But yeah, going to pass to Zamzi Ronso, then Gazna Ronso. Really just trying to push Zamzi Ronso to the next level. He is going to take a while to level up, so any sort of experience we can get him is just gold to us. I kind of wish I could get him something else, like a pass technique or something. It's just, man, he is just without hope with that technique options. He's got like all the antis in this. Like he's got all the really good techniques if you're a goalie, but not a good technique if you're in the field. He's got like super glory grip gloves, the antis, pile venom. I think pile wither as well. He's got a few of them. He's got brawler, or he's got not brawler. He's got gamble. Like when you wake up from sleep, your stats are randomized. He's got some funny techniques, so he's not equipped to really deal with the field, as you would expect him to not be, but you know he's on the field now, so he's got to deal with it. Alright, so he does get the ball, and kind of a weird situation. I'm going to pass to Gazna Ronso. I do know Gazna Ronso will get encountered here, of course. I mean, there's not much to keep it from happening. But then I'll pass back to Zamzi, and hopefully the Sequence will be available. It really depends. I'm not really sure how this is going to pan out. This is kind of a little bit riskier than I thought it would be. Also, Zamzi Ronso was like inches from being encountered there. That was actually pretty nuts. Okay, Shu is now on me as well. So you know what, I'm getting rid of this hot potato situation. I'm going to pass to Gazna Ronso, and I'm actually going to push for the goal, I think. I'm not sure. Let's see. See, that's what happens. I say I'm going to push for the goal, and then I get clear passes. Okay, well, I'm not going to push for the goal because they just pulled completely off of my players. And I'm okay with that. Yeah, and it looks like Nimric does have high risk on. So because he has high risk, I mean, Nimric's an insane goalie, but with high risk, he's just, you know, like everyone, he's just so bad. Like, I could shoot from nearly anywhere on this field and just be set. Because high risk just, you know, it halves all stats except HP, and it's just so detrimental. It is so detrimental, it's ridiculous. But it's also super useful for getting double experience. So, you know, you take what you can get. That is actually one of the changes I would probably make. I would not have the AI equip high risk ornament can change to Blitzball, just because, like, it doesn't really make sense for them. Normally they stay around our experience level anyways, so high risk is just kind of like but it's such an advantage. It is such an advantage when an opponent has high risk on. Like, they're just, it's having their level essentially. Like, it's just easy, really. It's putting everything on easy mode when we're facing anyone with high risk, especially like prime example is here, like 70 shoot against 34 catch. Yeah, we'd probably make it, but at least they'd have an opportunity. Against 17 catch, like Nimrok, there's no hope. He just cannot deal with it. So high risk, especially for goalies, is really bad. But it should be available to the player. That's the thing. That should be the differentiating thing. I think I'd also change some techniques like gamble. I'd probably change gamble to like randomized after like a status effect wears off. Because the sleep is such a specific situation, it rarely sees play. At least from what I've seen from Blitzball videos online. Like, it just doesn't seem like a good technique. And I don't know. The same thing with Drain. Drain tackle just is so bad. I don't know. There's so many things to really change in Blitzball that would make it so fantastic. or so much more fantastic, really. Anyway, Zamzy Ronso, more catch, more HP, not things we care about when he's on the field. Yeah, I think this would probably be a very unpopular opinion, but I think if I were to rebalance techniques in general, one of the main things I would do is like the attack differences. I would say drain tackle, like there should be pros and cons to everything. I would say drain tackle adds like 7 attack. We're talking about drain tackle 3, sorry. The level 3 techniques. Drain tackle 3 would add 7 attack. Wither tackle 3 would add 4 attack. And then like nap tackle 3 would add like 2 attack or something. Just because that's really the order of how, like, you know, just how crushing those techniques are. Like, unfortunately, like, no offense to like drain tackle, but it's stupid. Like, it's so pointless. It's just not a good technique. If there was a positive associated with it, like more pass or something like that, or more tackle associated with it, like, it would be used so much more. I don't know. I've kind of thought about making like a what I would change about Blitzball video, but I haven't really, like, I don't know. I feel like that might be a weird one to make. I think I might end up making that, just make a list of things and kind of like balance it out. It's just, there's so much things I'd like to see change. And normally I talk about it during the actual game that I'm playing, but there's so much opportunity really to change the game and make it more balanced and fair, because there's just some techniques you just don't use. Unfortunately, like, some of them are just broken and some of them are far from broken, they're just bad, and there needs to be a fine line, I think. There needs to be like counteracting strategies. Like, I should be able to look at my technique, like the opponent's techniques, and then like counter them, or like think, oh no, I'm in trouble. Like, I don't know, it just makes sense. Actually, thinking about it more, I probably shouldn't be able to look at the opponent's techniques. That seems weird. It should be a thing where I can see the techniques, but then like, well, it'd be one of two things. I could see the techniques, but if I backed out and changed my techniques, it would re-randomize theirs. That would be not really preferable, because you could essentially re-roll to make it so like you can, you know, see, you could face techniques you want to face, essentially. Like, if you hate having to deal with nap pass, then you could re-roll until your opponent didn't have nap pass. And, you know, if you could really sculpt your situation, which isn't ideal. I think a better way to do it actually would be you hide the techniques entirely, but you could have like pre-game skills or techniques or whatever you want to call them. There could be a new thing, or it could be a technique you equip where you basically just are able to see like one technique from the opponent, or like one from each player. I think it would be, that technique itself probably wouldn't be used that much, but it would at least add more depth to it. Or it could be like, once you win a certain amount of games, you get to see techniques, and kind of like how you unlock equip slots for yourself, you could unlock visions, like visual slots for them, and that would be really cool. I'd really like that. There's so much that can be done. That was my friend. I was talking about the Raising Birds video. Raising Bird Games, I think, is the studio's name. But they were making a Final Fantasy, like, Blitzball remake. I think they've stopped doing it. I haven't seen an update in like a year and a half or 2 years, so pretty sure they've stopped. But my friend was asking me why I didn't just make it, and I was like, if I could make it, I would. Like, I don't know. That's such a big project. Like, you would need to do so much. It would be ridiculous. I don't know. It's definitely possible. It's just, who knows. Anyways, enough of my rambling. Game over. It's 2-0. So I did score 2 goals. I kind of wanted the either for top scorer, so I figured I'd go for it. See what I got out of it. Hopefully I got that score. Maybe, hopefully a boost can like kick me out. Okay, he did not. That's good. X potion either. Zamzy Ronso, stay with me. Awesome. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And when you come back, we'll be playing more Blitzball.